Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. For today's Skyrim mod showcase on the PS4, we're going to be taking a look at a weather and lighting mod. This is Mythical Ages, version 1.10. This is the newest version of Mythical Ages that's been made available to us. There has been a version of the mod available for many years on this platform, but this is the version that we'll be taking a look at in today's showcase. Also, for full disclosure, for those of you that know how I normally have many mods consisting in my lighting rig to give the overall look I have for my game, please know that those mods have been shut off. So mods like Natural Lighting Aesthetica, Barometric lighting, as well as more dynamic shadows are not currently active, meaning if you don't see it in the video, then it's not produced by this mod. That way I can try to give you the most overall accurate representation of how your game will look when running this weather and lighting mod. With that said, let's see how to find today's showcased mod. So in order to find today's mod, you want to bring up the search function with L1 and then type in Mythical Ages to the search bar. There are two versions of the mod that are available. This is the older version of the mod that's been available for quite a while, but the version we'll be looking at, which is this version, is called Mythical Ages version 1.10. It's been ported to PlayStation by mod author Lux.DRice, and the original mod author for it was Sir Arindel. The mod description in part reads, complete weather and lighting overhaul with larger variety of weathers and a preset system to spice it up to your tastes. Features: complete overhaul of weathers and lighting with a fantasy theme. Larger variety of weathers compared to vanilla weathers. A preset system that can be used to change the graphical style to suit your tastes. You'll receive a power spell called Options Mythical Ages Presets upon loading the game. Excellent use of God rays to achieve spectacular mornings and sunsets. Shading similar to EMB for classic Skyrim. Snow shader has been fine-tuned to look better. Very intense rain and snowstorms. Full replacement of thunder sounds. Rain and thunder can now be heard inside interiors. Sun's lens flares. So I currently shut my HUD off, that way we'll have a nice clear look at the mod, the weathers that it has, and changes that it can make. Speaking of changes, once you have the mod enabled, you are able to make changes to it by heading to the magic section, then heading to powers, and then you want to find this option right here called Options Mythical Age Presets. By equipping this to your power button and then hitting R1, it brings up many options that you can choose from. Now it's currently set to default when you first enable the mod, but you can change it to say natural, for example, which will give you this look when using that particular setting. So here you can see that we have a lot less color in the game. I'd say this is closer to the vanilla look of the game, and personally, for me, definitely not right, but this is the bleak preset setting. Okay, that's a little bit better than the previous one. We have a little bit more color in the sky now. Still not very much color at all on those trees, mountains, or grass, though. Next setting is Pixar. Okay, now I like this. This is much closer to what I'm used to. We have a much nicer looking blue sky here. The grass and trees definitely is greener. And overall, yeah, I like this setting. Let's see, next one is Fantasy. Okay, so this one's not too bad also. It does add in a lot more contrast. I can see there in the sky, and the mountain maybe is a little bit more washed out. Depending on your display, might look a little bit different. Still not bad, but I still prefer, I think, either default or Pixar to this. Next setting is the sharp setting. Okay, so as you can see, that sharpens up the image. The mountain is more visible again now, and a little bit color there in the sky compared to the natural look. Not as good as a couple of the others in my opinion, but again, that's the great thing about this, including the harsh setting, that you can set these to however it is that you would like to have it. And so, again, for myself, I would say, and also keep in mind you can set this to cancel at any time, but for myself, I would say the best settings would be Fantasy. That one was not too bad. The Pixar one I really liked. But actually, also, I think it looks really just the best set to default, and that's what we're going to leave it on for the remainder of this showcase. That way you can see what the mod looks like in the different areas right out of the box, so to speak. And of course, then with these options, you can customize it to your particular preference in your game. So let's see, current time is currently 2:43 p.m. I'll try to remember to bring up the different times of day. We'll go to a few areas in the game and try to see the mod under like different weather conditions, different times of day, kind of get an overall look, hopefully, of how it changes up and what it's going to look like. I especially would like to see some snow and rain because it is supposed to give us heavier snow and rainstorms, so I'll try to get some of that for you guys in the video. So in any case, I'm going to search around, see if I can find some good areas, and I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. So it is currently early morning at Winterhold, 6:29 a.m. to be exact, and as the sun is just starting to rise, you'll notice that we kind of have a mixture of the morning and that sky here, as we do have stars still in the sky, which is a very nice touch. Kind of give you a look at how the lighting is affecting Winterhold as we make our way up to the college. And let's see, okay, so it doesn't look like I really have any barometric lighting that I'm seeing. Again, remember that I shut that off. As we make our way over here, you'll see that we have a nice mixture of blue and orange in the sky as the sun is rising, and again, the stars there. I'll go ahead and head up a little bit. Lydia, would you move, please? Head up a little bit higher and we'll get a look here. I'll go ahead and advance time a little bit and we'll see what it looks like under a few hours from now. So it is currently 8:17 a.m. The sun is now risen over here by the college, and here is one of the things that the mod description, I think I just bumped into Lydia. One of the things that the mod description was talking about, as I move the camera, see how we have this really nice effect of the sun's lens flares. Now this is something that I have seen in mods in the past. Also, speaking of the sun, let's take a look at Lydia here, because under some lighting mods it can be like really harsh on the character's body and stuff, but don't look too bad there. So this definitely is one of the ones that's a little bit more complimentary, I would say, to them. And then looking out over, wait a minute, what is that? Get a little bit closer look here. Oh, okay, I think it's just because of low distance. Looking out over here, got nice cloud coverage, and again, the sun that you're seeing right here, as I move the camera, gives us this very nice effect of the sun's lens flares. Something that several mods do definitely use and are a popular part of this. That's why this mod, for example, is often paired in combination mods. I think Beware of A uses it quite often. Also, the shadows that you're seeing right here are the shadows being produced by Mythical Ages version 1.10, as again, please remember I currently have more dynamic shadows set to off. However, you should be able to, if you would like to use that, because it's an absolutely fantastic mod. I would think it would be completely compatible with this. Everything I've tested more dynamic shadows with has been fully compatible. So we're taking a look at the sun here, and nice flare up right there. But has been fully compatible, even with Beware of A's combination mods, which often you can't really change up without really altering the overall look that they give. So next, I want to see how the weather conditions look at different times and under, like, say, snow. So it is currently 10:57 a.m. end game, and right now I still have just like the very light snow flurries that I had a few hours earlier in the morning. But we do have this very nice looking kind of blue sky here, because please remember that this is currently on the default setting, the way the mod looks if you don't make any changes with that powers option. And again, definitely do like the way that this looks. I think Arindel was also the one, if I'm not mistaken, I'd have to look to be certain, but made my favorite mod, which is Surreal Lighting, and he always has these very nice like blue skies in it. Let me next see if I can get it to go ahead and snow. So it is currently 4:11 p.m. and yeah, I got the snow that I wanted. So as you can see, pretty heavy, and visibility is definitely kind of cut here. You can still see like the horse and Lydia there and some of the structures off in the distance, but got this very nice effect also with the snowflakes. Very good looking snow effects that the mod has, I think. Kind of just barely see the college kind of off there in the distance. And if I can get it to go ahead and be nighttime, we'll see what the snow looks like then. Whoa. Okay, so it is 9:25 p.m. currently in game, and as you can see, I can't see anything. Visibility, even the horse now, damn. Visibility is next to nothing. Let me see if I can actually light it up here. So, yeah, I would say definitely heavier snow. And even the torch ain't really doing much. Yeah, look at that. Look how much light the torch is actually throwing out in this snowstorm. Not very much at all. So, barely make Lydia out there. But yeah, I would say this would definitely be kind of hard to wander around in, and if you go outside and you see this, you might just want to head back in and kick your feet up for the night. In fact, you know what? I better stop wandering around. I might fall off the cliff. So it's currently 1:41 a.m. in the game. The snowstorm has finally lit up, and now we have this absolutely beautiful, breathtaking night sky. So I do believe this is the improved God rays that the mod description was talking about. I'm not really up on all this technical stuff that the mod authors are always talking about, so don't quote me on that. But in any case, we have this absolutely beautiful night sky here where we got this like cloud coverage, but the colors breaking through and just looks absolutely gorgeous. This is something that I've seen in mods before, including my usual lighting rig, but I always appreciate when seeing it, and it's also a reason why I like to come up here when showcasing these types of mods, because it's just a very nice area to do that. You can even see, leaving the camera still here, that the lights are kind of separating as time moves on. Very nice touch. So it is currently 6:38 p.m. and we are here at Falkreath. I decided to go ahead and capture this because of the sky that you're seeing right here. So as the sun is setting, we have like a lot of cloud coverage, and it's given this really neat look to the sky right here. And we'll kind of take a look through the town real quick as we make our way through, see how the lighting is affecting it. Again, from what I've been looking around though, as you see over here, I don't really have that I've seen, maybe just every now and then a little hint of like parametric lighting, but not really. Nothing like what I had before, so I really don't think it's included with this mod, but I would think it would be compatible to use with it. Parametric lighting is often compatible with many of them, unless it's like already baked in, like B-Very of A often will do with some of his mods. But I don't believe it's part of this one, and it should be compatible. Again, I didn't test it because I wanted to... Oh, don't tell me. So here is what a dragon looks like under the lighting conditions. A dragon that, of course, had to show up while I'm trying to do a showcase. Big surprise. Maybe he won't notice me. Anyways, I'm going to have to shoot this again. Anyways, as I bravely run away up this way, we'll take a look at the sky as it is getting more night. But in any case, what was I saying? I think that it would be possible to... That damn dragon's following me, isn't it? Yep. Lydia, be on your guard. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I do believe that parametric lighting would be fully compatible with this, so that mod is highly compatible with all kinds of... Very nice looking right there. With all kinds of mods as we take a look here. And actually, as I move the camera, we do get a little bit of the light kind of cutting through the trees right here and stuff, but nothing like what I normally would have, so... I don't know. I don't think parametric lighting is baked in with this, but I could be mistaken. Again, I'm not the best to showcase weather mods and stuff, but hopefully the video itself, you know, kind of gives you an idea as we take a look at this really nice looking sky. I'll go ahead and I'll kind of set the camera up right here in advance time. Now that we have seen what it looks like with like really heavy snow conditions, I'd like to see what it would look like under, like, say, really heavy rain conditions. So it is currently 11:29 p.m. I haven't gotten my rain yet, but I just kind of wanted to show you what a typical night in Skyrim would look like so that you can see what a typical night sky with this mod looks like. And visibility is definitely good because some mods like really have it dark and stuff and really hard to see, but it seems like this one has pretty good visibility. But I figured I'd go ahead and show this real quick while I continue to look to see if I can get some rain. So it is currently 1:40 p.m. This is a few days later, and we have just a light rain right now. I haven't been able to get a heavy rain yet, but I thought I'd go ahead and capture this, give you an idea, because obviously it's not going to be a heavy storm every time you're in the game. So, as you can see, nice looking. Make our way around. I'm still definitely going to try to get some heavier rain for you guys, because I also want to go into an interior with it raining heavy to where we can hear what it sounds like inside, as it's supposed to add rain effects when you're in the interiors. So I'll be back with you guys again in just a little bit. So this is what it looks like currently at 1:58 p.m. I still cannot get my heavy rain, but again, different weather that I did want to capture. We have like a really overcast sky and stuff, so it might be getting ready to rain again. I'm hoping that it is, but I figured I'd go ahead and capture this, try to capture as many different bears as So I finally got a heavier rain. It is currently 1:51 p.m. and now this is definitely, I'm gonna piss that bear off. This is definitely, I would say, better visibility than the heavy snowstorm. Not certain if this is as heavy as it will rain or if I can get even heavier downpour, but this is the first time that's been a heavier oh shit. I'll teach you. Don't mess with Lydia. Thanks, Lydia. Any rate, a heavier rain. So what I'm going to do is we'll take and head back over into Falk Reef and head to one of the interiors, because another thing that this mod has, which I have had in the past with other mods, and I do believe is a part of my own rig, but it's always a very nice touch when they include... What now? I swear, every single time I try to do a showcase. What else can go wrong? So anyways, as I was saying, so when we're in a very heavy downpour like this and you go into an interior, one of the nice things that this mod does is it has a very immersive... Is it letting up? Yes, it is. Of course. And it stopped. I was gonna say, when you're in a very heavy downpour and you go into an interior, one of the very nice immersive things this mod does is that you can hear the rain in the interior like you actually would. I was going to show you, but of course the game had other ideas. So it is currently 11:30 p.m. I managed to get another downpour, and hopefully, as long as nothing else goes wrong today, we'll take a real quick look, because I'm thinking this might be a little bit heavier than the last time it was raining, but you can see the visibility is definitely still far better than it was in that really heavy snowstorm that we had up at Winterhold. But in any case, one of the very nice immersive things about this mod is when it's downpouring like this and you go into a dragon. Let's get inside. So, when you go into an interior that is either your home or one that an NPC lets you in without knowing it, one of the nice things is that you can take and hear the rain. So I'm going to be quiet and let you guys listen. So, very nice immersive touch. I'll try to up the audio in SHAREfactory for this part, but very nice. So, it is currently 6:07 a.m. We are in Whiterun Field. I wanted to show this because if you saw my lighting rig video, you'll remember how it looked with barometric lighting, how the light was cutting through the trees, and I'm not really getting that here, so I just wanted to kind of show that for you guys. So I would definitely try pairing this. I don't see any reason why barometric lighting wouldn't work with it. It should work perfectly fine. I mean, there's a little bit of an effect there, you can see, but nowhere near like it was before. And never mind that over there. Another thing I wanted to point out is you'll notice that my mountains are all one color back there. That's because I have natural lighting aesthetica off. And so you could also try pairing it with it. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work with it, but keep in mind because of natural lighting aesthetica that it might, better watch where I'm going, it might take and alter some of the effects that you've seen like previously in this video. And again, I didn't want to have it on just so I could try to give you the most accurate representation of how this mod is. Still very nice looking. And so It's definitely, though, something to keep in mind that you won't have, like, say, varimetric lighting built in with... Now what? Why not? I think I'm going to be ending today's showcase. This just ain't been my day. Any case, well, I'm not the best, really, to showcase weather and lighting mods. Hopefully, it has at least given you an idea of what it looks like at various times of day and under different weather conditions, and how the mod works. Again, remember that everything that you are seeing currently here, that this is with the default settings, so this is simply how Mythical Ages version 1.10 looks if you don't make any changes, but that you do have an option in your powers to be able to customize it a little bit further with presets to your liking. So if you're interested in this, then definitely download it, give it a look, see if it would be right for you. And again, I would see no reason why, I haven't tested it, but I would see no reason why this mod couldn't be combined with, say, varimetric lighting or natural lighting aesthetica. They may change up a little bit. Should definitely work with More Dynamic Shadows by MJ Babyface, and that is a mod I highly recommend for immersion. But in any case, just always use caution when pairing mods together, and see what you might be able to come up with if you do decide to do that. So, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Thank you to mod author Lux.DRice for porting over this updated version of Mythical Ages. Thank you to the original mod author Sir Arindel for creating Mythical Ages. Hello, Draco. Been over to James' channel again, I see. James, what have I told you about partying with my dragon? This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.